What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new video for Baddies Africa Season 7, you guys. Episode number 8, I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken. Have we been doing Baddies for 8 weeks, y'all? Yep, it's titled Chain Reaction. Now, before I do go ahead and get into the video, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss Baddies Africa, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, it opens up and we see as the girls, so this is the last day that they're going to be in Cape Town. So they are now going to be heading from Cape Town to Johannesburg. And I was like, okay, cool. What lies ahead in Johannesburg? A bunch of madness and chaos is what ensued. So the girls are on their way to Johannesburg. Now we get it on the screen. They let us know that when Scotty got to Johannesburg, she wasn't feeling good. So they took her to the hospital. So we didn't see Scotty this whole entire episode, right? So then we got a mixture of two buses, right? Now I know I got four fingers up, but I meant to just do this. We got two buses, right? So on the bus, we got different girls on the bus, right? I can't remember who all was on what particular bus. Actually, take the lie back. I can tell you guys who was on what particular bus. So on one bus, it was Big Lex, Dolly, Rolly, Russian Cream, Tavi Baby, and LCK, right? So it was those 6 on the bus. And then on the other bus, I'm pretty sure it was Diamond, Pretty P, Ivory, Fauna, K Rican, Cole Killa, and Choco and Choco. I think those were all the ones that were on the other bus. And if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. So on the bus with Choco, they were talking about the fights that happened at the winery, right? Now with Choco was talking about her fight with K Rican. So she said K Rican was pointing at her, but again, like I said last week, even though she pointed at you, you were new to this group, so she wasn't specifically talking to you. Then, she says that, the girl talked about her wig. Well, ma'am, your wigs are a little on the bad side, right? But it ain't no beef with them. I don't think Diamond was on this bus because she talked about she wanted to fight Diamond again, and Pretty P was on that bus. And Pretty P was like, girl, what? She don't want to fight you. Like, why do you want to fight her? And I was like, exactly, right? So then on the other bus, they're talking about the fight as well, the fight at the winery, right? So then Lex decides that she wants to address Tavi because Lex says that she saw Tavi pull Fauna aside. Her and Fauna had a conversation and she saw them laughing with each other. And I was like, is that really a big deal? I mean, for me personally, yes, it would be a big deal because I'm not gonna sit here and fight somebody and then the next minute we finna laugh and kiki with each other, right? But I guess in Lex's brain, she feels that, they were plotting something. I was like, I don't know how you came up with that logic, but whatever, right? So then she starts explaining what happened, and I was like, girl, why are you really sitting here explaining what's going on? Like, all this just sounds very juvenile and very stupid to me personally. So then it just went left, right? It really went left because then Dolly decides that she wants to chime in. I'm like, Dolly, why are you chiming in? Really and truly, the only thing that you are upset about with Tavi is that Tavi got that baddies chain before you, right? So they arguing. They arguing over each other. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you just hear a bunch of bickering and arguing and yelling. And I was like, if somebody don't shut the hell up, right? So it got to the point where Lex and Tavi are like this close to each other, right? They in each other's face. So Tavi pushed the fuck out of Lex and a fight ensues. I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. So the fight is going on between them, and then Dolly tried to jump in, and that's my thing when it comes to Dolly. Like, why do you always feel the need to jump your ass into something? Now, the minute somebody fuck you up and beat your ass up and you in the hospital like you was all last season, you gonna look stupid. So at one point, Dolly's back was turned, right? And so Tavi just popped her in the back of the head. I was like, damn. So, mind you, why they doing this? This bus is moving. I was like, what the bus was moving, right? So they get to fighting. Then one of the production lights fell. And so Dolly is trying to fight this girl with the light. I was like, are you stupid or are you stupid? That, like, if something happened, if you do anything to that girl with them fucking lights, you gonna have your stupid ass in jail. Like, the lights, so weird to me. So we see as the girls got to Hotel Baddies, right? Hotel Baddies Africa. What I will say is, once they finally got into that hotel, it was nice and decked out, right? But they get there, so Natalie is waiting on the girls, and this is another issue that I have with Natalie. You gonna be a cast member, be a cast member. Like, fly with these girls, ride on the bus with these girls. Like I said before, basketball wives. Shawnee never differentiated herself from the cast like that. Like, she was always on the flights with them. She was always staying in the same, in the same accommodations as the girls. Now we know how she was when it came to certain girls, but she never was. It was never like Shawnee was up. Well, for some girls, but when it came to trips, she was always right there with them. But whatever. Moving on. So Rolly got off the bus, baby. When Rolly got off the bus, you see Rolly's wig is just toe up, and Rolly's like, "I'm getting fucking hit." And, I ain't even in shit. And I was like, you know what, Rolly, for once, I ain't even mad at you, right? But then Rolly lost me. So Rolly is pissed off with Russian Cream and LCK, right? But I'm going to put a pin in it real quick because she's pissed off at them. So Rolly got off the bus, right? And then you hear the commotion. Dolly them are still fighting on that bus. And Rolly even said that, like, they still fucking fighting, and they really were still fighting. I was like, damn. Okay. Now, the reason why Rolly is upset with, I keep wanting to say Russian Cream, what it is Russian Cream and LCK, is a stupid reason, right? So Rolly feels that Russian Cream or LCK should have jumped in when Tavi got jumped by Dolly she got jumped by Dolly, not Lex. She got jumped by Dolly. But I was thinking to myself, Rolly, your ass is on the same bus. You could have been, like, you talking about they could have jumped in, you could have pulled one of them off. Like, when they were fighting with them, when Dolly took them lights off, you screaming at Dolly about them lights. Instead of screaming at her, tackle her ass. Sit on her ass. Do something. But you sitting here complaining about that, right? And then you upset that LCK nor Russian Cream jumped in. Russian Cream's hand is fucked up. If she fights her, she gonna be like Dolly was last season. Remember, Dolly was injured. It was her and Pretty P when they fought. She was already injured. And that's why she ended up having to go to the hospital. Remember, that girl had a seizure. So you want this girl to injure herself even worse for Tavi? I was like, no. And then with LCK, her and LC fought each other. They just literally fought each other before they left Cape Town. So I wouldn't really expect for LC to jump in and defend Tavi. That's just my personal opinion. You guys may disagree with that. And if you do, it's fine. I don't really care, right? So Rolly feels like they should go home. I was like, okay, whatever. So they get off the bus, right? Dolly, ma'am, you are classless and trashy as hell. So Dolly got off the bus, right? I don't know what Dolly thinks about herself, but this helper takes her fucking top off, her shirt off, and ain't got no bra on. Her titties just flinging around. Natalie said, Dolly, put a shirt on. Rolly was like, Dolly, put your titties up. Like, and she walking around trying to fight this girl with her titties out. I was like, girl, what kind of trashy behavior is this? I get it if your shirt got ripped off, but it didn't. You took your shirt off. So Dolly and Lex are wanting to get with Tavi, right? So Lex was the first one to get out there with Tavi. What I will say about Tavi, even though Lex was binking her, I mean, she was binking that ass. I was like, ooh. And her face was bleeding. I said, ooh. One thing I can say about Tavi is Tavi got heart. Because she still went toe-to-toe with Lex, right? She went toe-to-toe with her, but Lex tore her ass up, right? So then after that fight, Tavi and Dolly fight. Now, both of them were fighting with their heads down, and it looked like it was a bunch of hits going to the head. But what I will say, I'm not gonna call that fight because I can't really say if Tavi won or if Dolly won. But what I will say though is, bitch, Dolly's face was fucked up. Dolly's face was Dolly's face was bleeding. I was like, damn, y'all do a lot. So then after that, Lex and Tavi went another round. Once again, Lex got the best of Tavi. Tavi, whatever her name is, right? So then Diamond steps up, right? And Diamond said, Natalie, I got my tennis shoes on today. And I was like, you want to fight me? She was like, yeah. Now, let me be real with you guys. I think not Dolly, but Diamond. I think Diamond was fucking with Natalie. I don't think she wanted to fight Natalie. Because Choco came around and she was like, oh, shit. When I like Diamond because Diamond said, oh, shit. So Diamond and Choco fought, right? What I will say, Diamond was hanging in there with her this time. Diamond was really hanging in there with Choco. So they broke that up. They fought another round. This round, again, I'm not going to say that Diamond won both rounds, or I'm not going to say who won what because I don't really know who won. But what I will say is Choco. She was done. And Diamond really said, girl, do you want to fight me when you can see? She's like, no, I can see you good right now. Let's go. Well, after that fight happened, Choco got 2 black eyes. I said, not you got 2 black eyes. Come on, Diamond. Now, I don't advocate for violence, but damn, she got 2 black eyes. Now, we finally make it in, right? And so the girls are looking at their rooms. Now, what really confused me was, once again, Rolly is still pissed off at LCK and Russian Cream. Like I said a few minutes ago, here's the thing. I get Rolly's point of view when it comes to Elsie. I can see her logic, but I don't see her logic at the same time, right? So Rolly's whole thing is when those girls were fighting you, Tavi had your back. True. Tavi did have her back. Tavi, whatever her name is. She did have her back. But they just fought. I'm not going to defend a person that I literally just fought. I'm not going to do that. So Rolly thinks that Elsie should go home. I don't think Elsie should go home because Elsie is hilarious to me. Elsie makes me laugh because she's delusional and she's weird. So I don't think Elsie should go. So then we see as Rolly is talking to Russian Cream, and so is Natalie in there, right? And again, y'all want a girl who already has an injury to fight another girl. Fight for no, I'm not gonna injure myself. My hand is fucked up. Like, what you want me to do? It's stupid. So Russian Cream is saying that she didn't really stand up for Tavi also because she says that Tavi is moving weird because she says when the cameras are down that Tavi be talking to the other girls, and she kind of she looks at that as being funny style, right? So then Tavi, whatever her name is, she comes and she wants to have a conversation with Russian Cream. Now, I don't like calling black women aggressive, but when the shoe fits, baby, you gotta wear that motherfucker, right? Um, yeah. In this particular moment, Tavi, you were being mad aggressive towards Russian Cream. The girl was just trying to have a calm, cool conversation with you, and you just foaming at the mouth like a rabid animal. I just didn't get it. So then, the girl's supposed to be getting ready for this talent show that they're gonna have, right? When I tell y'all, I heard we cut, and then we come back and we hear screaming. It is Fauna and it is K Rican screaming at Dolly. When I tell y'all what Dolly is screaming at these girls about, it's the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my fucking life. Dolly, you are lame as hell. So Dolly is yelling at Fauna because Fauna got in the chair to get her wig done. I guess she was the first girl in the chair to get her wig done. But last season they weren't able to get their wigs done. They had to do their own hair. I was like, okay. Now, is it a situation where if y'all don't get y'all hair done within a certain time frame, the people gonna leave? Because if I would understand that, but I really didn't get. I thought this was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, you arguing about a bitch getting her hair done before you, girl. What? So then we found out that Dolly threw some got to be glue at Fauna. So Fauna was gonna throw a blow dryer, and I said, "Damn, what the fuck is going on here? Y'all are really hurting." It's dumb. So Natalie is having a conversation with Dolly about what happened, right? So Natalie then takes her messy ass to the room where Fauna is, basically trying to say, "Oh, well, Fauna, she told me that she sunned you and got you up out the chair." And Fauna was like, "That's not what happened." Fauna was like, "We were both sitting in the chair at the same time, getting our hair." And I was like, "Oh, so," but she didn't tell me that. Of course she didn't. Like, Natalie was being so fucking messy. I really want somebody to whip Natalie's ass. I really want somebody to whip Natalie's ass the way that Portia whooped her ass in BGC 4. And disagree, argue with yourselves, argue with your mama. I said what I said. If you believe that Natalie won that fight with Portia, you believe Natalie won that fight with Portia. I don't. And if you think that Natalie got snuck by Portia, I don't. I don't know how you get snuck by a bitch who says, who when you see a bitch come out the door, talking about where are you, you fucking stupid bitch, and walks up to you, and you looking at the bitch, and the bitch just charges at you, and you don't stand up, that ain't getting snuck. But again, argue with your mamas about Natalie and Portia. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Argue with your mothers. So they did a talent show. I don't care about that fucking talent show because I wasn't paying no attention to what nobody was doing. K Rican got up there, did a song, did a twerk. Rolly, my God, Rolly and that banana. I never want to see that ever again in my life. Rolly deep throated the banana, and Diamond got up and did spoken word poetry, whatever. And bitch, they playing on Cold Killer's top. That's what I will say. They are playing on Cold Killer's top because she's supposed to be doing her song, and so her and Diamond going back and forth about the damn song, and then they called up what's her name Tinkerbella, right? And so Tinkerbell talking about she gonna smack Cold Killer when she see her. So I'm pretty sure Lemmy's messy ass is going because I'm has she had her baby yet? Has Tinkerbell had her baby? I don't keep up with her. I don't keep up with nobody. But I'm pretty sure if Tink ain't had her baby, now by the time they film this reunion, I'm pretty sure Tinkerbell is gonna be at their reunion if she's had her baby. But I'm pretty sure she'll be done had that baby because what last season was 20 something episodes and we're only at episode 8. So we got a long ways to go before we get to that damn reunion. My God, today. But I'm pretty sure Tinker's gonna be at their reunion. I'm pretty positive. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Now, if you guys watch Beyond the Gates, really B and I have decided on when we're going to go live for Beyond the Gates. So it'll be on my channel this Thursday at, oh shit, did I forget the time? I think it's 10 o'clock my time, 11 her time. Jesus be offense. Let me set up that live today so that way I don't forget it. But yeah, we're going live. We're going live on Thursday. Is Thursday the 4th of July? Is Thursday the 4th of July, y'all? No, Friday's the 4th. Okay, so yeah, we'll be live on the 3rd. But I'll see you guys for something else. I don't know what's coming up next. Oh, also, you guys, do me a solid favor. Go subscribe to Jbsayzwhat if you guys are interested in Power Rangers, Marvel, anything of the sort, because I will be reviewing Ironheart that is on Disney Plus sometime this week. Hopefully I'll have that. Hopefully I'll have the first 3 episodes up by tomorrow. That is my goal since nothing comes on today. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.